And here is the Writer's Almanac for Friday. It's the 3rd of December 2021. It's the birthday of Joseph Conrad, born in Berdychev, Poland, now part of Ukraine, 1857. Parents both died of tuberculosis by the time the boy was 12, went to live with his uncle in Switzerland, later joined the merchant navy, sailing all around the world, gathering experiences he would later use in his novels and stories, the best known of which was Heart of Darkness. An English riverboat captain in the Congo sent to retrieve an ivory trader, Kurtz, who's been living as a king among the African natives. 1947, on this day, the play A Streetcar Named Desire had its premiere on Broadway at the Ethel Barrymore Theater. Tennessee Williams had started writing the play 3 years earlier. About a mentally ill Southern woman named Blanche comes to live with her sister Stella and Stella's husband, Stanley Kowalski. The play starred the 23-year-old Marlon Brando as Stanley Kowalski, who based his portrayal on the boxer Rocky Graziano. It was a shocking play, but it was an enormous hit, and at the end of the evening, the applause lasted for 30 minutes. The critic for the New York Times, Brooks Atkinson, wrote, "This must be one of the most perfect marriages of acting and playwriting." At the end of the play, when Stanley Kowalski cries out in agony for his wife standing out in the rain, Brando dragged out her name in one long plea, "Stella," which became such a famous interpretation. There is now an annual competition in New Orleans called the Stanley and Stella Shouting Contest, also known as the Stell-Off. It was on this day in 1964 some 800 student demonstrators were arrested on the campus of the University of California at Berkeley for demonstrating on the campus about civil rights. They had set up information tables on the plaza, which was against the school's rules, which led to the free speech movement, which led to the rules being changed. By spring semester, the university changed its policy, and political speech was allowed on the plaza. And it's the birthday of Anna Freud in Vienna, 1895, who as a teenager suffered from depression and an eating disorder. She was analyzed by her father Sigmund for several years when she was in her 20s, and she became a pioneer in psychoanalytic child psychology. They left Austria when the Nazis took over in 1938, and they moved together to London, where she took care of her father until he died. Here's a poem for today by Margaret Hasse, Norwegian Grandmother's Song. Little yellow canary, sing to me, sing to me. Do you remember Stavanger, where the cold seas shook their sheets? A rocking ship made me empty my stomach into a pail over and again. By water I came to this country, by train I went to its prairie. Oh, to my husband, a beautiful Swede who learned to lay bricks for our living, was a tower to my cottage. I clung to him like a vine of pole beans to a stake. Daughters we had, sons we had, Ingrid and Kristen, Frederick and Lars. The Red River ran behind the house. Giant cottonwood trees stood at the banks like thirsty animals. Little yellow canaries in your cage, sing to me in the warm kitchen. Norwegian Grandmother's Song by Margaret Hasse from Earth's Appetite, published by Noden Press. That's the Writer's Almanac for Friday, December 3rd. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.